My dad, he was like any old dad, you know, supportive, caring, loving, a role model, especially for me and definitely for my sister Siobhan.
He loved his football, he loved his sport. He was ambitious, he was positive in everything that he did. He always pushed me and Callum to achieve what we wanted to achieve, and he always stood by us.
And then it was in May 2018 that I guess the first symptoms were diagnosed, where he was hearing music in his ears in a supermarket where there wasn't any music on at all. And I think that symptom continued into the early evening, and his partner was very concerned, and she called both myself and Siobhan to come round. So my dad went to saw a private consultant who then arranged for him to have an MRI scan, and that MRI scan detected that he had a tumour in his brain. Dad quickly made the decision that, given the reassurance that the doctor provided, that it was in a part of the brain where it was, you know, it can be approached, that they decided to remove the tumour completely. The surgery went to plan. Everything that was said was going to happen did happen, and then obviously it was the wait until the results of what the tumour was.
So I remember going in and he was just talking about the success of the operation and how successful it had been, because dad had a complete resection. I've read stories about other people who've had glioblastomas and the surgery has not been as successful as dad's. There's always been a very small percentage that they've had to leave behind, and we consider ourselves lucky. It started off very positive in that sort of sense, and then we asked the question, you know, is it cancerous? And he said, oh, I'll come on to that in a minute. And that's when he started talking about the 4 grades of brain tumour. He didn't necessarily speak about the names of tumours, and his words literally were, unfortunately, your brain cancer is incurable. But it was a tough time after it, because he got diagnosed the day before his birthday. So we went on the 2nd of August and his birthday was the 3rd of August. Dad being dad turned it around, and, you know, he started then to think positively when he started getting his treatment dates through. I think that sort of boosted him a little bit in the fact that, well, I can fight this because I'm being given an opportunity to fight it. But I remember my dad saying, this is how much time I've got left and that I've got to make the most of it. And nobody should ever feel like they're have been put in that position. So I think, like, if we can prolong anybody's lives anything longer than what it currently is would be an achievement. Now that he's gone, I know that he's still with me because I have so much of my dad there.
The way that I think about my dad is he wanted an easy, happy, stress-free life, which all of us obviously aspire to.
Unfortunately, his easy life was cut short, and that shouldn't have been. He should have been able to have his retirement when he was 55 and look forward to the rest of his life, and he cruelly got that taken away from him.
To hear that there's going to be a trial that would ultimately look to encourage and increase the life expectancy of someone living with a glioblastoma can only be really good news. It could contribute significantly to, I guess, life expectancy and symptom management as well.
To anybody who is thinking of donating to this trial, it could have a massive impact on so many people's lives. If it can change one person's life, it's made a difference. It's
not very often that we've come across a trial that shows encouraging signs that it can increase a person's life expectancy of living with a glioblastoma, and there's so much optimism around this trial that it could really be quite a significant game changer